And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. To throw is Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Cousins. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And taken right on the 30. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. That's going to be caught. A good pickup there, a 22.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Now Allen under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Sheldon Richardson getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey. 4 down.
He's going to get it running right. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
One of my favorite safeties in the league is Harrison Smith. His ability to support in the run game, as we just saw there, that's key, but also can cover deep as well.
4 down. Check. Set. Blue 90. Gun.
On play action, Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Following the interception, Cousins eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Let's go. Wide.
A first down throw for Cousins. Steps away to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, receiver. Hey, two. Say hi.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And complete right side to Cook. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Rhino. Ringo.
Watch 14. Right here. Quick. Watch the whip.
2nd down, Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
Leopard.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. So on 4th down, the Bills call on the punt unit and Colton Schmidt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
4 down.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, Oscar! Gun! Gun!
Throwing is Cousins. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's Vontae Davis, the Pro Bowler, in on the stop.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 1st down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
1st down, here's Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Now Forbath for the extra point. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And here come the Bills. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Leopard!
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. Check.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
On first down, Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Two!
Hey.
Two! Yellow! Yellow!
Check. 48.
Let's go!
From the gun, here's Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Go ahead. Zebra!
You. 49.
Flag.
Mike, 49.
Patient. Lift 50.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And got his man complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step
All
aside.
right, now here we go. Oh.
Everyone's got four. Four down.
Go hard. 180. Zebra. Rhino.
Mike. 49 to Mike.
Yellow. Wide.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Cousins on first down. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back.
Rhino.
But that's one step in the proper direction.
Rhino. 300. Go hard. 180.
On second down, Cook. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Of course, last year, you think about Dalvin Cook's injury in Week 4 with a torn ACL, just hoping that he can stay healthy in 2018.
And if so, we'll see plenty of runs that will be big time in 2018. Because in 2017, he took over the starting running back job as a rookie and was off to a terrific start. In fact, if you ask people in the Minnesota Vikings organization, they were giddy at the fact that they were able to get him outside of the first round and plug him into the lineup. They expect him to be big time in this season.
Here's Cousins. Got a man, it's right. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Rhino.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Buying time to his left. Got some real estate inside the 30. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And Forbath will put this one through. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Leopard!
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
On second down, here's Allen. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now Allen. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
4 down, 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 8, maybe 9, but they're still left with a 3rd and long upcoming. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll let it go deep for Curley. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4. Here's Colton Schmidt now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
I got 8.
Gun.
Stay on the slot.
Cousins. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46.
4 down.
The hard. What do you need?
49, guys.
2.
To throw is Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The hard. What do you need?
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Jerry Hughes getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Black, 82.
Hey. 4 down.
Black.
48.
Hey, flipper.
Now Cousins being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now Allen throwing on second down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Kendricks not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On play action, Allen. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. 30, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And now out comes Minnesota. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. They start the drive with Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Cousins now on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Cousins now. Able to shake him all down. Trent Murphy in there to record another sack. Their 6th. Here's Ryan Quigley now as the draw. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills getting set to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Benjamin with it over the middle. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LeSean McCoy for granted. Since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back.
You're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo, and Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he's got room. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Allen now on first down. He's going to go on top for the... And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Corey Coleman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Hauschka adds the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down throw for Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
Hey, number 8's coming. Number 8's coming.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. On 1st and 10, Cousins stepping up. He's going to keep it, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
You got 4. You got 4. Mike, 48. Mike, 48.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Odd, 5 down.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Let's go, D.
Here's Cousins. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 7. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season.
4 down.
Set! 319! 319!
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Let's go, let's go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Let's go, let's go.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Vikings, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.